Hello, everyone. So, Arena just remastered and relaunched Amonkhet. I think this has something to do with them trying to introduce Pioneer to Arena, but whatever the reason, we have the opportunity to draft it, and I am perfectly fine with doing that. So, that's what we're gonna do. Excuse me. Well, of course, that assumes that we can get that last seat. There we go. I'm super excited. I played Amonkhet a while back, obviously, because the set's been out of rotation for a while. I played a sealed event and like one draft way back when it was like new. Yeah, because I did the midnight pre-release, but I think that was for Hour of Devastation. But regardless, it looks like it's going to be pretty sweet. Alright, so my rare pick off the top is Irrigated Farmland, which is a land that we can either cycle or we can have enter tapped. I could pick that, but then I kind of have to go blue-white. Let's see. This has removal and then looting. May not be the best choice, but I think I'm just going to pick the rare for now. It's entirely possible that that could be the most beneficial choice. But we'll see. I kind of want to go red, but only because of a braid, and there's no guarantee that I'm going to get that. Definitely not getting the land this time. Let's take a look. What else do we got? We do Watches the Dead, which is just like a colorless cat artifact. This seems like a good option because we can cycle it if we don't need it, or it just comes down as a 5/5 with hexproof. Let's see. This could potentially be 2 bodies, otherwise it's just, nothing helpful. Impeccable timing. 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. It's removal. And then this has Eternal Eyes. I think we'll probably go with this, just because it's the you have the ability to cast it, use it twice at the very least. So Fanbearer, we can use it to tap a target creature. Those who serve, it's a 2/4. Nag Oracle. EBF, select the top 3 of the library, put any of them into your graveyard, and the rest on the top of the library in any order. Not great options, if I'm being honest. The Greater Sandworm seems like the best option, and that's just entirely dependent on whether or not I want to go green. Still, it is pretty good. I mean, I'm not really happy with anything else here, especially because I don't plan to try doing any kind of graveyard shenanigans. You know what? I think we're gonna go green-white again. Let's see. This actually seems like a pretty good card to pick, all things considered. This can pump the team. That's pretty good. And this gives us a certain amount of restrictability on our opponent. But ultimately, I think we're going to do Appeal to Authority. We might still get some blue in there later. Mighty Leap. I really like that card. Let's see. Yeah, you kind of need Godfarrow's Gift for that to work. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Mighty Leap here. I'm thinking Hash Step Oasis, but if we take a look at this, this allows us to put some land down and draw 2 cards. That's actually pretty garbage, come to think of it. Prowess and Afflict 2. Well, if we want to mess around with some blue, that's not a bad option. I think I gotta go with the Oasis, though, just because we can use it to pump a creature later. And we might be able to get that Spellweave Eternal later. Afflict 2. This is interesting because with the way this is worded, this is basically either we get to draw a card or our opponent takes extra damage. That doesn't really matter to me. An Anthem effect is always good. I think I'm gonna go with the Spellweaver Eternal this time. Well, actually, let's take a look real quick. Yeah, looks like we're stuck with it. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a bad card, so... So, this is a 3/3 flying, and then we gain 3 life. And this has flash, so that's pretty cool. But I think we might continue going down the route of picking up Spellweaver Eternal. This is an interesting choice. No, my first one. This is a pretty good choice, I think, because you can either pitch it if you don't need it, or you can destroy an artifact. Come back around, and that giant snake is still there, so we'll pick it up this time. I think we're gonna go with Essence Scatter, just because we might be able to shut down big creatures. I don't see that actually being useful, but we'll pick it up anyway. Again, not super useful, but it's better than the do nothing artifact. And check it out, we got another Essence Scatter to finish it off. Imminent Doom. Well, we're not doing red, so that's not helpful, but it's interesting. Let's see. Darrow's Resolve seems like a good option. Compulsory Rest. You shut down our opponent's stuff, although we give them the option to get 2 life. That's a flyer, and that's a flyer we can create a second copy of. These are all really good choices, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Aven Initiate. Actually, no, Darrow's. Oh, too late. Oh, we did get the Darrow's Resolve. Alright, well, we can't do the Wayward Servant because we're not gonna go into black. This is removal. This is not a bad option, actually. It's not great, though. That's the only thing. And because we only have 1 desert for sure, so it's still pretty conditional to even bother looking at that one. And then, of course, this is either fog or you can cycle it. I'm gonna go with the target removal in this situation. Let's see, Steward of Solidarity. We can tap and exert it to create a token. That's not bad. Let's see, Gust Walker. This can become a 3/3 with flying for 2 mana, but it has to exert to do that. It's going to be between these two, and it's kind of hard to say which one's more useful. I'm going to go with the option of flying, honestly. It appeals more to my aggressive side. I guess we're going to have to do appeal to authority, or we could get a second greater sandworm. It's hard to say. Pumps and shuts down creatures, or big thing. Failure to comply. You know, I kind of want to go with this one just because I think it would be interesting to see how that second one would go out. Probably not the best reason to pick a card, but... Ooh, this is really good for getting around Exert. That is awesome. I'll take that. Gotta go with the cat. Yeah. It dies, and then you can embalm it. But the greater sandworm is there again. Still, we don't have a whole lot of low creatures, so we'll take that for now. There's another greater sandworm. I feel like I'm being told something. I'm gonna take it. So we can use this to net some mana. But it's kind of costly to do it. This one allows us to hit either an artifact or an enchantment, or we can just cycle it. And we ran out of time. We'll go with the Anthem effects this time. And Naga Oracle. I think the Naga Sidewinder might be better. Well, no, because this actually allows us to sift through stuff. That one's got a green card. Oh, look, another sandworm. Oh, look, it's the Naga. And oh, look, a card we can't use. Ooh, Wrath of God. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so let's take another look here. It looks like... Ooh, looks like this is going to be rough. We might be cutting out the green after all. Which kind of sucks. Because that's where our biggest thing is at. But it all depends. We could try risking it. Oh, prepare to fight. It seems good, it really does. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it confidently. Slitherblade. If we had ways to ramp this more consistently, or pump it more consistently, that would actually be pretty good. I think we're going to have to risk it with the 3 colors. I don't like it very much, but it seems like the right thing to do. The Cartouche is actually a really good choice here, because it's a body and a booster. I'm kind of like these Spellweaver Eternals. Especially if we start messing around with the blue-white Anthem effects. The Inoketra's name. It'd be really weird to put together a blue-white zombies deck. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I've got to say Slitherblade still seems like a pretty decent option, so I guess we could pick that up. Yeah, Slitherblade it is. And we got a cool hissing sound effect. Let's do another Inoketra's name. Well, let's see. Playing the Sands. Or... I think we're gonna go with Amonkhet's name. Just because we do have the ability to embalm a few things. And this actually doesn't seem like a bad option either. Yeah, we'll go with that. Might not be a bad idea to start looking at more embalm options, like Anointer Priest. That would really help. I think we're good on counter spells. You don't want to take up too many slots with those. Oh, I think I want to go with the Mummy. It's not great, but when you start using Embalm, it actually works out pretty well. Pick up one more Slither Blade. I mean, it's at least an option for messing with our opponent. Another Amonkhet's name. Do I have to pick? Alright, cool. Alright, so overall, I think it might not go amiss to just straight up ditch green. Let's take a look at what it looks like if we don't have green. There we go. It leaves us with 45 cards. We don't have our big hitter, but realistically, we're not missing out on a lot. I think the two things I'm sad to lose here are Appeal to Authority and Prepare to Fight. And I feel like I could functionally build a perfectly fine deck without those. So, you know, maybe this is the direction that we need to go. Of course, not the hash stuff Oasis either. So, let's take a look at the rest of what we have. Love this card, love this card, love this card. The only thing I don't like about this card is its limited use without ramp. Or I should say pump. So, I don't know. This has some pretty good functionalities going on with it. Anointer Priest works well with the whole Embalm thing, and I think we have quite a few Embalms at this point. Gust Walker, that's just a free flyer. This works well with Embalm as well because all of those Embalms are zombies. Impeccable timing, 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, so that's our removal. And a catcher's name, this Anthems, and is better off with all of our Embalms because they're all zombies. Mighty Leap, this is good because, you know, extra damage plus flying. Compelling Argument doesn't actually do anything for us, so we'll pitch that one. Spellweaver Eternal, I really like this one just because there's a lot of potential to work with it, especially on the... I don't think we need Dauntless even, but but on the side with the prowess, especially since we actually do have quite a few non-creature spells. This seems good because we know that other people may be trying to embalm creatures, and we could shut that down. But at the same time, I don't know. Let's take a look and see if there's anything worse. This one eternalizes, which is like Embalm. But you do have to discard a card. Let's see. How does Eternalize work again? Oh, except it comes in as a 4/4. So that's actually better. This doesn't service any purpose. Wrath of God is awesome. Naga Oracle is... It's helpful. I don't want to completely discount it. Avon Wind Guide could potentially be awesome in one way or another. And Stripped Riverwinder is just going to be our big hitter at the end. So... oh, since it's predominantly white... I'm trying to think... what doesn't really help us that much? Cartouche is good, Cat's good. Let's see here. Could go down on Catcher's Name. But that just pumps so well with the Spell Leave for Eternal. And I like consistency the most. I think we gotta get rid of Disposal Mummy. And then we could be kind of crazy and just drop an island and see where that gets us. Let's see, 7 and 8s together, that's 15, that's 16 lands. That's still acceptable. Well, I guess it's time to see. I'm going blue-white after all. I picked up all those green cards and don't have anything to do with them. Alright. First challenger. Time to see if this actually goes anywhere. Oh, his name is Toe, and he also has an Ugin avatar. Well, he can have one, but mine's cooler. Alright, so we have Failure to Comply. That would most likely be the only thing that we can start off with. Otherwise, it's not great, but it's a pretty keepable hand. That Striped Riverwinder is something that we can, you know, play eventually. I mean, we wouldn't have to wait that long for it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, lovely. Red. Have the center tapped. Red and green. That's kind of cool looking. It looks like Ravnica's on fire. Oh, no! Okay. End turn. Well, between Battlefield and hand, we can almost play the Strike Riverwinder when time comes. Yeah, we're taking damage. It doesn't look like they're exerting, so... That can resolve, I'm fine with that. And apparently that's the end of the turn. Alright, island, and that's it. This isn't good. I should not have kept this hand. There's like no creatures in it. I mean, once we have creatures, it'll be decent, but that's about it. Yeah, go for it. I like the whole really cool looking design that they have here. That's fine. Because they'll either kill their Bloodlust Insider or they'll weaken their Scavenger. I'm fine with that. Yep, that's fine. Overall, in the worst case scenario, I'll be taking just as much damage. See, because if he had given this thing haste with the Bloodlust Insider, Oh, I would have taken more damage, but now I'm taking less damage, so I'm fine with that. I support your bad decisions. Alright, Binding Mummy. That's something that is, you know, not nothing. And I have the failure to comply to possibly shut down a burn spell that may or may not be coming. Possibly coming, we'll see. I really want to see how that Aftermath is going to work. Creating a 3/3 hippo, huh? So that I can do to stop you. See, now he figures out to give it haste. I could play in a catcher's name. I don't know if I really want to sacrifice my only mummy to do that. I mean, that's just really expensive and really inefficient removal. I think what I'm going to have to do is just take damage at this point. And if we get desperate next turn, then we can consider doing that. I really wish I could cast this. Yeah, I can't. So I think this turn, I may have to throw Catcher's Name down. That's fine. Still fine. Yeah. On the plus side, we can take out the Kudu in the process. Yeah. On the downside, I'm now down to 5 life. I probably should have considered the reality of what was going to happen there last turn. Oh, it's 7 mana? Ooh. I think I'm just kind of dead here. Yeah, I really did not think this through. I'm just going to concede. Alright, well, that was a disappointing start, but I guess that's what you get for drafting when you're tired. So, we will pick this up again tomorrow. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.